There are a lot of myths out there about absurd laws. For example, you might have heard there's a law in Arkansas that it's illegal to mispronounce Arkansas. That is false, like many myths about laws. This one comes from a misinterpretation of legal documents. The Arkansas State Code defines the correct pronunciation and states that other pronunciations are to be discouraged, but mispronunciation is not against the law. Many other weird laws are exaggerations or pure fabrication. For this list, we've sifted through the myths and gathered 5 absurd laws that are backed up by the facts. Fight sympathizing with North Korea or its leader Kim Jong-un is an illegal act in South Korea. Even blogging can land you in jail. South Korea has a national security law that makes it a crime to support North Korea in any context. Last year, a 73-year-old South Korean man was charged under that law. Prosecutors said he was sympathizing with Kim Jong-un's Communist Kingdom. The man was accused of distributing pro-North Korea propaganda because he followed the country's official Twitter account. The court ruled that he wasn't guilty of distributing propaganda since he didn't retweet any of North Korea's posts. However, he was sentenced to a year in jail for praising North Korea in posts he made on his personal blog years earlier. 4. It's illegal in Queensland, Australia to own a pet rabbit unless you can prove that you're a magician. Australia has had serious problems with rabbit overpopulation for many years. The animals were first introduced to the country in the 18th century, and due to a lack of natural predators, there was a population explosion underway by 1867. Rabbits are currently the most destructive introduced animal pest in the country, causing agricultural and environmental havoc and costing $1 billion a year to protect farming areas in Queensland. They have a rabbit-proof fence that is 555 kilometers long. It keeps rabbits out of an area of about 28,000 square km. To keep this area free of rabbits, having them as pets is strictly prohibited. The penalty can include fines of up to $44,000 and 6 months in prison. However, the law makes an exemption for certain forms of public entertainment such as magic shows and circuses. 3. In New Zealand, there is a law that every high school may hold 1 pound of uranium and 1 pound of thorium. For conducting nuclear experiments, New Zealand has a strong anti-nuclear culture and strict laws regarding nuclear materials. For instance, the country has barred nuclear-powered ships from its waters under the New Zealand Nuclear-Free Zone Disarmament and Arms Control Act 1987, but the country's nuclear laws include some exemptions for research and education. A section of New Zealand's Atomic Energy Act from 1945 states that any school providing secondary instruction can possess up to 1 pound each of uranium and thorium. In addition, universities and laboratories approved by the government can possess up to 20 pounds of each of the materials. 2. In 2013, the town of Nuclear, Colorado introduced a law that says every household has to have a gun. The law is called the Family Protection Order and was introduced as a joke by a trustee on the town board in early 2013. The trustee was irritated by state lawmakers discussing stricter gun control. In reaction, the trustee jokingly suggested Nuclear introduce a mandatory gun law, and he was surprised when people supported it. 5 out of 6 trustees on the town board supported the law. The one trustee who voted against it said it wasn't because he doesn't like guns, but because the law is an example of government overreach. The law includes exemptions for conscientious objectors, people with mental disabilities, and those who can't afford a gun. 1. In 2013, Swaziland aviation authorities announced it is illegal for a witch on a broomstick to fly above 150 meters. The announcement was made by Sabelo Dlamini, a Swazi Civil Aviation Authority official. He made the statement when the country was introducing tighter flying laws that restrict any heavier-than-air transportation device. The new laws were made following the arrest of a private investigator who used the toy helicopter equipped with a camera to conduct surveillance. The reason witches were mentioned in the announcement is that many people in Swaziland believe in witchcraft. An opinion article for New Zimbabwe pointed out it is not only in Swaziland that the notion of a flying witch is taken seriously. In fact, across Africa, people strongly believe that witches fly. Please give a big thumbs up if you have liked this video. Also turn on the notifications to stay tuned to our daily new contents.